What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Niner Sickness, coming to you with the Easy Sports podcast here on YouTube. How's everybody doing? Do me a favor. Before we proceed, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so that you guys will be notified each and every time we go live. And most importantly, share the video. Share the video. Let your friends and family know. If they root for a certain team in the NFL, we will cover it. We will cover all 32 teams on here, non-biased. I'm a huge 49er fan, but I am unbiased. I will talk about every team and give their respect it deserves based on the season they are having. For example, as a Niner fan, growing up in the 80s, one of the teams that I dislike very much are the Cowboys. But am I going to talk negative about the Cowboys? No. Not on this podcast. With my friends, different story. But on this podcast, I keep it real. I keep it non-biased. My boy E-Man, he's a Niner fan too, but we keep it non-biased. Here, you will get the truth. You will get the truth based on how your team is doing. So with that said, once again, please share my live. I appreciate it. Let me make sure everything is working properly. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. We are good to go. All right. So the whole purpose of this live today, ladies and gentlemen, is I am going to be giving you guys the 20s. We're going into week 17 tomorrow, Sunday. Week 17, last week of the NFL team prior going into the playoffs. So if your team did not make the playoffs like the Niners did not, there's always next year. But we can still root for the teams we don't like and enjoy the playoffs. But we're going to talk about playoff seeding scenarios. What do things need to play? How do things need to play out in order for the seedings to be ready to go for the playoffs? So let's see here. The Rams can clinch if they win or a Bears loss. So the Rams need help. If they win and the Bears lose, they can clinch into the playoffs. If the Bears win and the Cardinals lose, the Bears are in for you Bear fans. So Bears, you got to beat the Packers, which is a hard task, but you got to beat the Packers, and the Cardinals need to lose, and you're in. Okay? The race for the NFC home field advantage. Now, the AFC, we know that the Kansas City Chiefs, have won their number one seed. They are the number one seed. So they're sitting there looking pretty. Now, this year, playoffs is completely different from last year. Last year, you had the number 1 and the number 2 seed with a bye. The number 1 and 2 seed had a bye. Not this year. This year, it is only the number 1 seeds that get a bye. Second seed still has to play to advance. So, Kansas City secured the number 1 seed. Kansas City fans, congratulations for a wonderful year. You don't got to do nothing tomorrow. Patrick Mahomes can relax. You guys can play him or you guys can rest him. It's not really a good idea to rest, but because that'll be 2 weeks of rest, and you don't want him to be, I don't know, you want him to be hot. But he is Patrick Mahomes. So Do you rest him in week 17? Or you're going to get that bye, so he's going to get a week rest. So it's up to you. It's up to your coach, Coach Reed, to determine what they do. But congratulations to the Redskins. To the Chiefs for winning the division and securing that number 1 seed. Now, moving on to the NFC. The number 1 seed is not guaranteed to the Green Bay Packers. Now, the Green Bay Packers are sitting pretty. They are sitting pretty. They are in control of their own destiny. And man, nobody wants to go through Lambeau Field with that cold weather in the snow and play the Packers. The Packers have been playing great football. We always knew Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. But they got this young kid, Dylan, backing up Jones and playing phenomenal ball as a running back. Had a great game when they beat up the Titans. But as good as the Packers are playing, and as good as the Packers' defense has gotten better, they are still not guaranteed to get the number 1 seed. So this is the scenario. Very simple for Packer fans. Packer fans, if your Packers beat the Bears, they are guaranteed the number 1 seed throughout the playoffs. That means the Super Bowl from the NFC side has to go through Lambeau Field. Beat the Bears. But if the Packers lose to the Bears, if the Packers lose to the Bears and Seattle wins, Seattle's in. Seattle gets the number 1 seed. Okay? The Saints need to win. Now, the Saints, they need to win, and they need Green Bay to lose, and they need Seattle to win. Now, Seattle's playing the 49ers. The Niners are playing with a lot of injured players. That's going to be a hard game for the Niners to win. Seattle, as long as Seattle doesn't screw things up, they should win this game. But, Saints fans, will the Packers lose to the Bears knowing what is in stake? Now, I don't know about you, Saints fans. The Tennessee Titans is a pretty good team. Derrick Henry is a great runner. Tannehill's been playing great at quarterback. But yet, the Packers put 40 points on that defense. And only allowed 14 points. That's pretty impressive. There is no cut team in the NFC that we can say they are guaranteed to make the Super Bowl. It is a toss-up. Now, personally, right now, based on what I see, the Packers are the best team in the NFC. But if the Saints win, the Seahawks win. Saints win, Packers lose, Seahawks win. The Saints are the number 1 seed. Okay? Now, the race for the NFC East title. Very simple. Very simple. Just like the Packers, this is simple for the Washington football team. You win, you are in. You are NFC East champions. Wow. You win, you are the NFC champions, and you will represent the NFC East in the playoffs. Okay? Cowboys. If the Cowboys can clinch with a win plus a Washington loss. Washington loses, Cowboys win, they can clinch. Giants can clinch with a win plus a Washington loss. So, the Cowboys and Giants play in the evening, morning time, the Washington football team plays. All Cowboy fans and Cowboy staff should be looking at that game. Because if the Washington football team loses, the ball falls on the Cowboys' court. Now, if the Cowboys win that game, they're in. They are the NFC West champions. But if the Washington football team loses, if the Cowboys loses to the Giants, then the Giants are NFC East champions, and they are in the playoffs. Moving on. AFC playoff clinching scenario for Week 17. Titans. If the Titans win or Baltimore lose, with a Titan win and a Baltimore loss, or Indianapolis lost, or a Miami lost, this gets a little bit complicated, okay? It is tough, even with the record of the Miami Dolphins. It is tough in the AFC. The AFC is a tough to be in. So, in order for the Titans to get in, they need to win. Baltimore needs to lose. The Colts need to lose. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase it. I apologize. In order for the Titans to get in, one of these three teams need to lose. Baltimore, the Colts, or Miami. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Ravens. If the Ravens win and the Cleveland Browns lose and the Colts lose, they're in. So they need either the Colts or the Browns to lose. Let's see. The Miami Dolphins. They are in the kind of same scenario as the Titans. They need to win, of course. They need Baltimore to lose, Cleveland to lose, or the Colts to lose. And they are in. Browns. Browns win, or the Colts lose, or if the Tennessee loses, plus Baltimore wins, plus the Colts win, plus the Miami Dolphins win, the Browns are in. It gets interesting, I'm telling you, in the AFC. Colts. Now, the Colts, out of all the teams, are the ones that need the most help. They need to win, first and foremost. And one of the following teams need to lose. Tennessee, Baltimore, Cleveland, or Miami are one of the teams. So they need that. Now, just to break it down a little bit more simpler, Titans clinch with the Colts loss. Why? They're in the same division, right? If the Colts win and the Tennessee Titans lose, the Colts become division champs and represent their division in the playoffs. So, there's a lot at stake. Week 17 is going to be interesting for many of you fans that your teams hinge on the outcome of other teams. I understand getting into the playoffs is good. You want to get into the playoffs. But, hold on, guys. But it's never easy, right? And anything can happen on any given Sunday. I wish every team good luck. May your team play well, play healthy, and do the necessary steps they got to do to get in. Let's see by the end of tomorrow who's in and who's not. I am interested in seeing who's in and who's not. So, have a great evening. Before I go, remember, support your boy Niner Sickness, support your boy E-Man, and most of all, support this podcast, Easy Sports Podcast. We are just branching it out. It is brand new. We want to grow, and let's grow together. A new year, 2021. Let's grow. Let's make this podcast one of the best podcasts on YouTube. But we need your support. Subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell and share with all your friends and family. Listen, it doesn't matter if they're Raider fans, Cowboy fans, Seahawks fans, whatever fans they're of. We are here to discuss all 32 teams. Enjoy tomorrow's games. And if your team is fighting for a spot to get in, let's see what happens. Keep your fingers crossed. All I know is some of you guys are going to be excited and some of you fans are going to be disappointed. Let's see who's happy and who's sad. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of the Easy Sports Podcast. Appreciate you. I am your boy Niner Sickness. Until next time, I am out. Peace.